All archaeological discoveries can be informative and educational, but some stand out. The most amazing ones make you question what you see, and those are the ones we're featuring in this video. Let's begin. The Taino, the native people who were the first to meet Christopher Columbus, were long believed to be lost to history, destroyed by colonization, illness, and war. However, an interesting perspective comes from a new look at the literature about this misunderstood and largely neglected group. The Taino culture, which originated from the Orinoco Delta, was rich and complex. It was known for its matrilineal societies, detailed religious beliefs, and unique practices like ritual vomiting and the use of mind-altering substances such as cohoba. What is really interesting is that the Taino still have an impact on modern Puerto Rican culture and beyond. Even though many believe they completely disappeared, their social structures, art, and religion show a complex society that has influenced the Caribbean's culture. The literature review explores the themes of migration, encounter, and cultural mixing that shaped Taino society and still resonate today, showing the deep historical roots of modern Caribbean identity. This study highlights the need to revisit and understand the contributions of the Tainos and the wider impact on studying indigenous cultures in Latin American history. In a discovery that tickles the taste buds of history, researchers have uncovered that the ancient people of Mexico, specifically those from the Mixozoic culture, were crafting spicy beverages using chili peppers as far back as 400 years before the Common Era. This intriguing discovery became known through chemical analysis of pottery from Chiapa de Corzo in southern Mexico, showing the oldest evidence of chili pepper used in beverages in central North America. The chemical residues found in the vessels included dihydrocapsaicin and other compounds, indicating the use of capsicum species, which encompasses all spicy chilies. The interesting part of this discovery is the cultural context. Some of these spicy drink containers were found in fancy tombs and temple-like buildings, suggesting they were used in ceremonies or rituals. It provides an exciting look into old cooking customs and implies that these spicy drinks might have been the predecessors to the spiced hot chocolates that people in Mexico enjoy today. This long-standing preference for hot drinks is older than other famous beverages such as espresso and even champagne, showcasing a rich history of culinary creativity that has added flavor to drinks in Mexico for more than 2,000 years. In an amazing discovery connecting Colorado and Utah, archaeologists found stunning ancient Native American rock carvings made by the ancestral Puebloans, a civilization that goes back more than 3,000 years. These carvings open a view into a sophisticated society famous for its building and art skills. The artworks include spiral designs that reach about 3 feet across. These suggest that the Puebloans had a strong connection to the stars, possibly using them to track events like equinoxes. These discoveries were made during a recent exploration of Castle Rock Pueblo, located on the beautiful Mesa Verde Plateau. This place used to be a busy village around the years 1260 to the 1280s. It was set in an area full of history and old art. Finding new petroglyphs, which are carvings of spirals, animals, and human-like figures that we hadn't seen before, has greatly increased what we know about this place. It hints at more people living there and more complicated religious practices than we used to believe. These artistic treasures, potentially used for both spiritual and practical purposes, provide new insights into the lives of the ancestral Puebloans, emphasizing their respect for nature and the stars, and showing a community deeply connected with the earth and sky. In 1974, a group of workers in the Salta region of northern Argentina discovered something that left archaeologists and historians speechless. While excavating a small tunnel in an abandoned quarry, they came across a stone structure that, from a distance, looked like nothing more than a worn piece of rock. However, once they cleaned the surface, a perfectly shaped gear emerged before them, embedded inside the rock. The most astonishing detail was that the object did not appear to have been placed there recently. It was encased by the stone in such a natural way that experts stated it could not have been artificially inserted within the past few centuries. The analysis of the surrounding rock suggested an age of thousands of years, making the discovery even more mysterious. How could an object so clearly resembling modern technology be trapped in such ancient stone? The gear measures just over 30 centimeters in diameter, with perfectly symmetrical teeth, resembling those used in industrial machines. Some researchers believe it may have once been part of an ancient mechanism, now lost. Others put forward even bolder theories, suggesting that pre-Columbian civilizations may have mastered techniques completely unknown to us. The question I ask you is this: who placed it there? And more importantly, why? For the first time in almost 2,000 years, an amazing Roman artifact, a brass arm guard from the Tremontium Fort near Melrose in the Scottish borders, has been carefully restored and shown to the public. This unique piece of history, one of only 3 known from the whole Roman Empire, was found in 1906 and has recently been put together from over 100 fragments by the talented team at National Museums Scotland. This arm guard, shining like gold and denoting the rank of a high Roman soldier, provides a rare insight into Roman military and social hierarchy. Its importance reaches beyond rarity. It symbolizes the mix of practicality and status in Roman military equipment, crafted from brass instead of the usual iron, emphasizing the wearer's esteemed position. Tremontium Fort itself, a center of Roman occupation in Iron Age Scotland, is a vibrant backdrop to this discovery, showing a bustling community of soldiers, families, and craftsmen. This fort was more than a military post. It was a bustling settlement and industrial center, illustrating the complexity and reach of Roman influence in Great Britain. In an exciting archaeological discovery, a 2,800-year-old pharmaceutical center has been unearthed at the ancient Thracian city of Heriontikos in Turkey. This groundbreaking find reveals a specialized area within a temple equipped with a dedicated water supply system for the production of ancient medicines. The importance of this finding goes beyond just identifying an old medical center. It is one of the earliest examples where researchers discovered medicinal ovens and water systems working together, suggesting that the Thracians had an advanced approach to healthcare and medical practices. What makes this discovery even more fascinating is the backdrop of the Thracian civilization, known for its rich culture and formidable warriors, yet shrouded in mystery due to scarce written records. The Thracians' combination of healing and spirituality, along with their advanced medical knowledge, shown by surgical tools similar to today's devices, illustrates a very sophisticated society. The archaeological dig at Heriontikos, which started in the year 2000, has not only given us an understanding of Thracian culture and their medical practices, but also offers the potential to reveal more profound secrets of ancient drug-making. This important discovery connects us to a time when health and spiritual beliefs were deeply connected, highlighting the intricate medical traditions of an ancient civilization not widely recognized in history. In the beautiful scenery of Cañete, Peru, a recent archaeological find has revealed the cleverness of the Inca Empire. Discovered were old quarries and a complex road system located in the Cerros de Quimana and Cerro Quintafrane. These were not just stone pits, they were the very heart of Inca architectural marvels, providing materials for the impressive walls of the Inca sites at El Huaco and Vilcahuasi. But what's truly remarkable is the network of roads and pathways connecting these quarries, showing the skill of a civilization expert in transportation long before modern times. These ancient highways, part of a massive network stretching over 25,000 miles, highlight the Incas' advanced methods in engineering and logistics. Even though they were neglected after the Spanish conquest because the conquerors preferred to use horses and ox carts, which didn't work well in the Andes, these paths are full of stories from when the empire was alive and bustling. The quarries and roads not only reveal the secrets of Inca stonemasonry, but also their strategic planning in connecting and sustaining their vast empire. As we look forward to the planned archaeological trips later in the year 2024, these remnants of the past promise to uncover even more about the clever Inca and their legacy. Recent aerial surveys have unveiled astonishing 2,500-year-old garden cities within the Amazon rainforest, challenging the long-held belief that the region was untouched by complex societies before the 15th century. The study published in Science magazine describes a large urban network along the Upano River in Ecuador, which is the oldest and biggest discovery of its kind in the Amazon. This challenges the belief that indigenous people were sparsely populated, showing instead that the Amazon was once full of advanced settlements. Archaeologists have found more than 6,000 rectangular platforms about 66 feet long and 33 feet wide, built around plazas, showing advanced city planning. These constructions, thought to be residences and ceremonial locations, were linked by a system of straight roads and canals, demonstrating impressive engineering abilities. The discovery, made possible by LiDAR technology, shows strong evidence of complex urban societies in the Amazon that existed for up to 1,000 years. This discovery not only highlights the creativity of ancient Amazonians, but also leads us to rethink how we view pre-Columbian history in this area, showing a civilization that prospered naturally in one of the world's most diverse ecosystems. In a groundbreaking discovery, archaeologists have found what might be the oldest evidence of ceremonial flower use in human history. Approximately 13,700 to 11,700 years ago, the Natufian culture, residing in the Middle East, began evolving their burial practices from simple disposal to significant ceremonies, establishing the foundation for present-day funeral traditions. This change indicates a deep transformation in how humans viewed death and honored the dead. Excavations near Mount Carmel, Palestine, reveal burial sites with dead laid in prepared graves, often decorated with beads and pigments, showing early cemetery areas. What is remarkable in this historical context is the intentional use of flowers and plants in the graves. Flower impressions found near the remains of 29 people, including grown-ups and kids, show flowers might have been used in ceremonies. A grave with over 30 plant impressions supports this idea, linking ancient practices to modern funeral customs where flowers show sympathy and respect. In the beautiful scenery of Conwy Mountain, Wales, an amazing find was made that takes us back 3,400 years to the Bronze Age. Metal detector enthusiast George Borrall found 2 parts of a rare axe mold, which were in excellent condition and about 8 inches long, buried about 18 inches underground. These are not just ordinary artifacts. They were used to create palstaves, a kind of axe closely associated with the large copper mines at Llandudno's Great Orme, one of Europe's biggest copper sources back then. What is especially interesting is the discussion that followed on whether these mold pieces, found together and apparently incomplete without one another, should be seen as a single artifact or separate items. The argument resulted in an investigation in Ruthin, where it was decided that even though they complement each other, they should be considered separate under the Treasure Act because of their different designs. This decision is consistent with past rulings, like parts of a chariot discovered in Pembrokeshire. The artifacts being so near to the Great Orme copper mine suggests they might have been buried as part of a ceremony when they were no longer useful, which adds historical and cultural importance to the discovery, making it a real treasure from deep in Welsh history. If you're sick, your doctor might give you some medicine pills to help you get better. Most people think of pills as a new way to take medicine, but they're actually very old. Here are some ancient Roman medicine pills found in a shipwreck that's 2,000 years old. The ship, identified as the Relito delle Posidi, sank near the Tuscan coastline and was found again in the year 2017. It is preserved so well that divers could recover part of its cargo, like these small tablets and the enclosed tin that has safeguarded them for hundreds of years. The pills were discovered in a medicine cabinet that also held a surgeon's hook and over 100 drug vials. The pills underwent laboratory analysis to identify their composition. It was found that they consist of iron oxide, beeswax, starch, pine resin, and zinc. Based on those findings, researchers think these were meant as eye medication. Instead of ingesting them, the tablets would be applied under the eyes and absorbed through the skin. They likely weren't a very effective cure for many eye issues, but they were better than no treatment at all. There are likely shipwrecks at the bottom of every body of water near humans, but Lake Erie in North America has more than most. After examining lakebed scans in October 2021, archaeologists have shared their discoveries. They now believe there are over 2,500 vessels at the bottom of the water. With so many ships found, it would be easy to think that the wrecks date back 1,000 years or more, but experts are quite sure that there were no vessels down there until the 18th century. That's an amazing number of ships to end up at the bottom in just 3 centuries. The density of shipwrecks here is higher than in the Bermuda Triangle, so maybe the scary stories should focus on this part of the world instead. The oldest shipwreck is believed to be the Lake Serpent, a schooner that sank in 1829. However, most of them are unidentified. You would think that someone would have documented the loss of a ship, yet we know the names of less than 1,000 of the sunken ships. Next, we head to the picturesque town of Sarsina in Italy's Emilia-Romagna region, where an incredible discovery has been made: a Roman temple from the 1st century before the Common Era, hidden beneath layers of history. This town, known as the birthplace of comedian playwright Titus Maccius Plautus, has shown its ancient Roman essence through the discovery of this grand temple. The site has the remnants of a large rectangular structure with big sandstone blocks creating a podium over 9 feet tall, showing the grandeur of its history. What makes this discovery even more intriguing is the link to the Capitoline Triad: Jupiter, Juno, and Minerva, gods that were central in Roman religion. This temple not only reveals the architectural skills of ancient Roman builders, it also highlights Sarsina's evolution from an Italic Umbrian settlement to a Roman town. This change in urban planning and religious practices represents an important era in history, showcasing the spread of Roman culture and influence. As excavations continue, with the front of the temple still to emerge, this site is a silent testament to the past, holding the potential to further uncover the layers of time that have long hidden the cultural transitions from the Umbria to the Romans. Subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and enjoy watching new videos on my channel. Thanks for watching and see you soon!